Hey, what's going on, guys? Choco the Derpabo is slightly blind reporting in. I might have just done a beginning of a recording and done it all wrong because I'm a derp. But anyways, today we've got ourselves another episode of Sky Factory, of course, here in store for everyone. And we're going to be doing something that involves something I saw in the comment section, which is talking about how I can get my hands onto, of course, a little bit of that fine bit of good old move fluid action. So people have been telling me in the comments that there is a method to get move fluids a little bit more reliably than what I've been doing, which is admittedly pretty bad. But they've been saying that, yeah, there's an actual pretty easy way to go about it, which is to take an auto spawner and a safari net. So because I don't particularly understand it, we're going to kind of do it trial by error, but I think we'll get through it just fine. We are going to make some pretty cool advances here. Let me go ahead and just see something. Also, we had some people that were talking about like, oh, you're going to cry whenever you see something. It's the age of insanity. Oh, Lord. 1 billion RF per tick. All right, so we got a whole bunch of different kind of advice and whatever else. So we do have quite a bit of stuff that we need to do, and some things are actually pretty good. I would say there's actually some pretty good stuff that I learned actually from. Okay, we've done that. That we've actually gotten done, but we have done all these things. I have not done a diamond doll yet for a spawner. I may get around to that at some point, probably not today. But anyways, enough of that chatter. How did you even? How? How dare you? How dare you walk around like you vibe? Anyways, so I don't know how this is all going to go down. I think it just is going to be a auto spawner and a safari net. Now, safari nets, I've experienced their gorgeous wonderfulness before, but I have not messed with an auto spawner before. Now, it's not the Ender Ion one. I'm pretty sure. Just making sure that I'm not completely crazy. I'm pretty sure it's the MFR one, right? So this is, it has some power requirement, blah, blah, blah. We don't really care about that all too much. So let's see what we can put together here. Because right now, what we've been doing is I've been kind of hoping that we'd have cows spawn there. They have just not been playing ball. They really just don't like any part of that. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to get some move fluids actually effectively spawning today. I would love to see a good number of move fluid cows, especially for certain things. If I can get a cryotheum cow, that would be lit. Like, let me underscore the importance of that. It would be amazing, because that would be, I think, the best coolant in the game. And if we can get that kind of sorted out, oh, let me tell you, there will be one very, very happy chocobo here. All right, so tin gear, let's go ahead and put that together, make a machine frame basic from here. And I don't really know if there is a higher version that matters. I'm assuming not. So here, this has been the way I've been doing it, and maybe you guys can tell me. Just gonna type in reloaded because that's. Oh, I keep on saying machine factory, mine factory reloaded. So if you look here, they have a whole bunch of these different things, right? From what I've always kind of gone as a general rule of thumb, let me just choose one that I know for sure can be upped. So, like Harvester, for example. These guys, ooh, maybe not. Question mark? They'll all show me the basic versions. Where are you? Mob, nope. Block, enchantment, router. Am I wrong? Am I just in the completely wrong thing? Is my brain the opposite of where it should be? Maybe it is. Oh, I am. Never mind. Ignore me. I'm dumb. Ignore me. I said nothing. I said absolutely nothing. I'm confusing Mine Factory Reloaded with Thermal Expansion, I think. I am confuzzled. Alright, so anywho, let me go ahead and now have to hunt down the spawner again, because, you know, I'm the smarterinos. We're looking for... Auto Jukebox actually could be lit, because we have not had music on this particular series for quite some time. Alright, there's Auto Spawner there on the left, which is now moved somewhere else. Good lord. Alright, we also need some magma cream. We can whip 2 of those together, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then we're also going to need some nether wart, which I was actually under the assumption... Yeah, we do have some. Wait, hold on. What am I missing? Auto spawner. Oh, we're going to probably be missing those plastic sheets, huh? Yeah, okay. So we're going to need to make some plastic sheets. This is actually not as big of a problem as it used to be. It kind of used to be an issue. It wasn't, it never has been the worst of issues, but it's always been kind of it's been a hassle to do. But now that we have a rubber tree planted, we can actually get that all sorted out. There is one thing in particular. Oh, right. I have to always be careful about how I fall. If I fall, like even remotely, like if I just let myself go into free fall, Aether freaks. He's just like, nah, man, my dad is falling, and he gets really protective of me. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually just put him in here because it kind of, I appreciate it, Aether, but you're kind of getting a little bit overprotective, man. He loves his dad. He loves your daddy. All right. Let me see here. Okay, so we're going to have to go ahead and chop down that tree. Boop. All right, easy peasy lemon squeezy raw rubbers. That sounds wrong. All right, some rubber bars, or raw rubber rather, and then let me go ahead, put some rubber saplings down. I'm going to plant 2 of them, just for the time being, and that's going to be so I can actually put that all into place. All right, there we go. That grew pretty well. Now I think I can technically automate this. I think we can actually automate this into a really, really easy peasy thing, but I do not trust myself. I do not trust it. I do not trust it at all. All right, and then let's see. So rubber saplings. Ooh, what is that? We can make an ender quarry. That's actually a fair statement to make. But that's not what I care about. I wanted to see if there's something kind of neato-canito here. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so I think it's a whole bunch of nope. Rubber wood, I think, is kind of a la just regular wood, which is it just treats it as regular old wood. I don't think we can really do anything with it. Oh, if I put them to a sawmill, however, we could apparently get some raw rubber back, which is kind of interesting. I didn't actually know that was a thing. All right, well, regardless, neither here nor there. This amount should work for us. I don't think there's any way to increase how many we get from each until I saw this. And then sulfur. Okay, so this doubles how effective that is. That's actually a pretty good deal, I'd say. Let's go with that. Let's do an induction smelter. So if we put sulfur in there, we can get potentially 5 things of rubber bars. That's pretty good. And then we'll go ahead and just do this real quick. So it should be a relatively painless experience, I hope. So we have to pull out sulfur, which I have none of here. However, if I take some coal and move that stuff down, we'll get a little bit of sulfur. We won't get a whole ton, but we'll get a little bit. We'll get a little bit here and there. All right, so let me go ahead, throw that coal into there. Let's go ahead and reach to our back goodies, pull out some sulfur. And then induction smelter, ahoy, 7 and 18. So we can actually do with an extra 1. I already saw that we had 1 extra given to us. Okay, apparently I am not able to count. I thought I was able to count, but apparently not. All right, 41 things of rubber, not bad. Actually doing pretty well. I'm surprised that we got that much out of it. That's actually pretty cool. All right, so raw rubber, or not raw rubber, rubber bars. This needs to, of course, then be cooked up. That is going to create raw plastic. Raw plastic, in turn, I can go ahead and turn to plastic sheets, and that's used for mine factory loaded stuff, because that was the thing that really kind of, it doesn't prevent you per se. That's probably not the right way to put that, but it is a hassle. It is definitely, absolutely a hassle to do this until you have a good source of rubber, because it's just a pain, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I'm saying? All right, redstone reception coil. Make one of these bad boys, and then there we go, an auto spawner. Now I do believe that we also are going to need to make some safari nets. Now, if I'm correct, safari nets. Oh, I can make that one. This one's reusable. Why have I not just been using this? I do not know. All right, so let's go ahead and put an auto spawner. We are going to put this over, I think, all the way into that ocean biome, because right now it's not really doing much of anything. But we're going to go ahead and put that there. I will, however, safari net one of these cows. Molten aluminum is by and far the least useful, I think, of any of them. So I'm going to go ahead and take this bad boy all the way over yonder. We still have yet to have a single critter spawn here, but that's okay. Things are going to change. I promise. We're going to be on the up and up. It's going to be on the up and up. We're all going to be good. All right, let me see here. We have some really bizarre even number because even numbers make me cry at night. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm just going to put this auto spawner here. And then spawn exact copy, no. I'm going to throw that in. Now, we do need a Tessie. I do believe we're going to need a Tessie. So we will be back shortly. But this could be the start of something beautiful. If we can get this auto spawner to actually spawn a whole bunch. And I'm just going to, you know what? Hold on. This has been bothering me for a while now. This was all fine and dandy. It was all fun in games until things decided to start being broken by trees. Then it was no longer fun in games. It was just annoying. So let me go ahead, rip that all up. The top one is fine. The top one I think I've yet to have problems with, but I'm going to go ahead and rip this all out. Because as you can tell, these things have not been really working well together. Can I just vein mine you without consequence? Yes, okay, good. And I can probably vein mine you without consequence, and you. Alright, and then we got a couple of Randy bits and pieces there. Okay. And then that squares us away for the most part. We got a couple of random little gaps here and there. It'll continue to kind of eat away at things. We're gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of method to keep this all from eating at the growth pulsars especially. That's actually the biggest issue we've run into so far with the way this is going down. Because the trees, they'll break through the blocks. Cobblestone is not... I don't know if it matters what the material is. I feel like it kind of does, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So I'm going to eventually have to figure out some way, somehow, to get this to work proper. Because this is getting slightly ridiculous. Although, admittedly, it's doing a pretty good job. I mean, we definitely haven't been short on wood for quite some time, so I'm feeling pretty good about it, to be completely fair. It honestly wasn't that much upkeep. So, anyways, enough of that. Let's go get ourselves a Tessie, a good old little Tessie, and then we will go ahead, attach that to that bad boy, and then we'll be well on the way. And also, I need to go ahead and use Scyther on these guys down here. Now, Scyther's already godlike. I do believe, or maybe I'm wrong. Actually, I think I'm wrong. Never mind. I thought I had kept the other Scyther on me, but I think I actually did put him away, and I purposely did that. But it's been a while, man. It's been a while. My brain don't remember these. Alright, alloy smelter. Go ahead, chuck a whole bunch of Enderium bases into there. Ooh, we got some Enderium ingots already. And then we'll throw in some of the pyrotheum dust, and we just need some ender pearls to round it out. Is that signalum? Ooh, it is. Alright, perfect. So let's go ahead and do just that. Now, of course, with the whole thing about that, for those of you who are not entirely abreast of the situation, we have these bolts. Now, I think the way that this will work is that the best way to go about Tinker's Construct is to level it up however you want, and then use your extra modifying slots with magical wood. And I think you get to keep the slots, if I'm not mistaken, but one way or the other, we've kind of committed ourselves to this plan at the moment. I don't know why I jumped down here. I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm losing my mind, if I ever had one. And then ender pearls into here. That'll cook up a good number. And then let's go repair at least one thing of bolts. I think we'll be fine. So let me go ahead. Wrong thing, wrong thing. Signalum bolts. Now these ones have auto repair, so I'm more inclined to fix you. And then let's go ahead and repair you all the way up. Now, I just have to make sure that I don't ever bankrupt my shots. I think that as long as I don't bankrupt the shots, it should be fine. But I think the best way to go about doing this, though, is probably to start off with stone or something. Just get it up pretty high. And then once you do that, I think you're in pretty good shape. But alas, I've grand mastered. It's so quiet. It's just the most peaceful murder you've ever seen. All right. We have 19 bolts left. Wow, these bolts look crazy. They look crazier and crazier. Alright, got 16 or more shots left here. Okay. 13 shots left. And once we get our bolts and Athena itself up to godlike, that's whenever we can start replacing this with punji sticks. And of course, the punji sticks being important because punji sticks the easiest way for me to explain that is that they are going to give us the looting thing, which will mean that the loot bags will truly flow like absolutely nuts, and it'll be grand, and I'll love it. What was I doing? Oh, right. We did this for the draconium junk. All right, so let's see. We got ourselves some more Enderium ingots. I like it. Do I have 2 more forthcoming? I do not know, and I do not think I shall worry about that right now. Instead, what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to the original plan and get our Tessies. Ooh. We have 11 full frames of Tesseracts. Or a Tress. Alright, Tesseract. Go, go, go. Alrighty. We just need 1, so that will do the trick. Man, I was prepared. I'm prepared. And then we will go ahead, fly over. And then we should be able to put this on top of our little, the breeder? No, not the breeder, the spawner. And the auto spawner, what it should do is it should just say, okay, you have a move fluid of some sort, a move fluid cow, and it'll just take the variations of entities. I think the actual point, or like the original function of this thing was to be like if you ended up having something like I don't know, let's say that we had, what's a good example of this, if you I guess had things like zombies, for example. I guess you would have like villager zombies every now and then, other junk like that. I think that would be the point, but I don't know, clearly it does not work that way in here. It's kind of a little bit more easy going. All right, let's go ahead and set the energy. That is now full of energy, and I do have a fluid cow in there. Oh, and we also need to obtain essence. Now, essence is a little bit different. We need to actually create a little container for the essence. This thing, I believe, involves like sewer and all this other junk, but we do have to actually do something special there. So we need to go ahead and grab some stuff. And I do know that some people have been telling me like, oh, you know, you can get Athena to be a lot stronger. I think if you give it as many magical wood parts as you can actually get the crossbow to have more modified slots than if you just did like 1 by 1. You get more than just doing 1 by 1. All right, so let me go ahead and look into here real quick. So we're gonna look up Reloaded. And then I'm going to see if I can remember. I did actually take a look at this at an earlier time. I think I actually looked at it back when I was kind of curious about Sky Factory 2.4, but I never quite got into it. All right, let's see here. Programmable, planter, fisher, harvester, rancher, fertilizer, veterinary station, item, collector, block breaker, weather controller, sludge boiler, sewer. I think I do need a sewer. Composter, breeder, grinder. I thought I needed sewers, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm not sure. I think the way this works is that this is eventually going to lead some of the essence into a liquid tank, and then it keeps it, but I'm not 100% sure. You know what? Shamelessly gotta look up something while I'm recording a video. I'm a failure as a YouTuber. Alright, let me see here. Essence. Let's take a look what the FTB has got to say about that. Essence is a fluid added by its greenish liquid produced by a grinder when it kills mobs, or from a sewer when it collects dropped experience orbs. It is also using the auto gen. Okay, so I was correct. We are going to go ahead and use the sewers, just because sewers are going to be a little bit more practical for us, because we do want to use the punji sticks, right? I don't want to use the grinder if I can help it. So let's go ahead, put in the sewer, and then let's see what we are needing. So we have the plastic, we have the bucket. I do need some more brick. I need to make another one of these machine frames. So you know what? Can I just make a whole bunch? Okay, I could make exactly one more. Great, grand. All right, machine frame basic is now put into there. I do need to make a pneumatic servo, but this thing is really easy to make. And then I'm also going to need to fetch some clay out of here. So let me go ahead and reach into my little bag of tricks and then get myself a couple more bricks smelted down. And that, in turn, should give us this. Now, with all this brick, we should be able to make ourselves a sewer. And the sewer kind of looks like a conveyor belt to me. Where are you? I want to see if I can actually identify it. I'm trying to learn these things so I can get a little bit more comfortable with mod packs. I think that the next series I would do on the channel would maybe be a departure from a mod pack for a little bit, because I think we've been a little bit too far into mod packs as of late. But at the same time, I still want to be aware of what's going on with mod packs. There it is. It has like that great look to it, which I'm not saying it looks great, but I'm saying it has a graded look. All right, so let me see here. And I guess what we'll do is we're just going to go ahead and work one area and just use that for essence. I don't need like a billion moo fluid cows per se. What I do want is I want to be able to have enough that I can eventually get to the point where wait, I'm thinking about this wrong. Hold on. All right, so what I was originally thinking was, oh, okay, what I should do, what the heck? What I should do is I should actually put the sewer underneath the grind. Well, not, I guess it's not technically a grinder at the moment, but I should put it underneath our little mob farms here. That to me was what made sense. But now that my brain is kind of thinking about it, I'm starting to think to myself, that may not actually be the right way to go about doing this. I think the better way would just to be put a... Maybe we'll just put a shower. I think the shower might be honestly the better way to do this. So what we'll do is I'll put a shower and attach it to some XP tanks and whatever else, and I'll just have a dedicated shower for getting essence. I think that would be a little bit better of a way to do that. Now let me see, what channel are you guys on? You are on the 2ME storage channel because you are literally only allowed to move liquid experience. I'm trying to think of what would be an appropriate place. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right on top of the... I don't know, though. I don't really like the way that sounds. What I was thinking just now is I could just put it on top of the loot recycler, but I don't think that would look very good. We have to figure out a place to put this thing. All right, so regardless, first thing first, I need to go ahead and put ourselves some kind of a liquid tank together. I know that there's a number of different options here, right? Because we currently use these like liquid tanks from open blocks, but these are honestly pretty bad. I believe you can use drums. I think drums hold liquid. Yeah, so I think these suckers just go 5 ever. You can tell here 256,000. This one holds a ludicrous amount of 65 million. So we could probably get away with doing this. Yeah, let's give that a try. I'm going to try it with a drum. I've never actually done this with a drum before. I'm sure this is kind of like very rudimentary stuff for some of you, but I am particularly... I'm kind of interested... I'm kind of interested to see what will happen here, because I've never done this before. And this is all new territory for me. So I'm going to go ahead, put together a drum. Now, I do have an XP shower. Yep, alright, there we go. And then I think that this will all work. So let's see. Let's see how this actually all goes down. Because it's a drum? I guess what we could do here... This is only 2 blocks deep, unfortunately. So let's do it like this. I'm gonna put the drum right there, and then I wonder if I can attach the XP shower like that, which I can. It looks like it is indeed. It does understand roughly what I'm trying to do, and I use all my signal and bolts. I don't recall. Did I use the last one? I didn't think I did, but perhaps I did. Who knows? Alright, signal and bolts. Let's go ahead and put those bad boys in. Athena's getting pretty low. But this is going to become almost a non-factor fairly soon, so I'm not too concerned about it. I just need to make some more magical wood at some point. All right, and then we need one more Tessie. So let's go ahead, throw together another Tessie. All right. And that should just be a matter of me putting this right here, and that should automatically understand what to do. I just want you to receive fluids. Ah, there we go. And then, this was stupid. I shouldn't have done. I did this in a really backwards way. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and swoop that all up. See there, it's picking up a good bit of experience. What I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to put this sewer line. I guess they all look the same. All right, I'm going to put that sewer line right there. Just across like that. This kind of looks a little bit goofy, but it will have to do for now. And then I will put the last thing of sewer right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and reattach this bad boy. Now, what am I missing? Okay, so this one has essence. All right, okay, I got it. All right, so what this does is this doesn't actually allow me... They do not communicate their storage to other things. That is not what I was hoping for. That is not what I wanted. All right, so let's go to reloaded and let's see here. We can put these upgrades in here. I don't actually know what the radius increase does. Maybe it just means it'll pick up experience orbs from a larger area, which isn't really useful to us. So I'm going to need to then communicate that liquid out. Okay, so that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to put that there. That's kind of a nonsensical point to put it. But at least we know that the drum does work. The drum is a usable location. Where do we put it? I mean, I guess we could hide it under the stairway. We could just hide it. We can just hide it underneath the stairway. That may be the way we have to go about doing this. That might honestly be the easiest way about it. Yeah, I'm thinking that actually probably is the easiest way about doing this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to disconnect this drum. Disconnect this tesseract. I'm going to leave the sewer here because I'm pretty sure that if I break it with a pickaxe, it'll actually forget what's in its inventory, which is not what we want to do. So let me go ahead and do that. We do have like this, because it's a good stairway that has a fair bit of clearance, so I don't think we have to stress too much about it. But let me go ahead. I'll throw it up here at the highest possible level. Actually, you know what? I'll even do you one better. I'm going to go ahead and break that down. Because remember, this was originally where we're going to put a whole bunch of our, I guess, lava and whatever else. But we didn't end up doing it. So we actually have all this open space right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. That's not what I want to do. Put the drum right there. And then I am going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and put one cobblestone right here, I suppose. Just kind of expand this out. Whoop. Ran out of cobblestone. We can fix this. We can fix it. And then grab some more cobblestone and then put this forward. Now we are going to need one more Tessia actually. But let's get this all squared away before we get into the other stuff. All right, so there we go. Random blockiness. So something like that, maybe. And then we'll add in like an extra thing of cobblestone right here, just to kind of keep consistent with the original design. Put ourselves our XP shower right there. A sewer into there. Now that's going to have essence in it eventually. And so what I need to do is I need to actually have that store essence into a tesseract, which I believe we can get sorted out just by putting it next to them. I'm not 100% sure about that, but let's go ahead and give it a try because we have some essence, of course, available. So let me go ahead. I guess we'll just we'll do it live right now. So we have some in here. I'm going to go ahead and put this onto sending fluid. Disable this. And then I guess what I'll do is I'm just going to call this the 997 will be our essence. Our essence transfer. All right, essence transfer 997, set the frequency, add that. So now it knows to send it. I need one more Tessie. Ooh, Theo, 4-month resub with a bunch of love. Much love back to you. But let's go ahead and zip on over. But thank you very much, Theo, that legend. One of our illustrious mods and quays. Dropping some love. You gotta love what people have. You got to love the quays, yeah. Also, thank you all so very much. I know that Sky Factory can be a little bit more of like the, oh my gosh, he's still grinding kind of thing. But I gotta say, you guys have been killing it. You guys have been very grand about the whole thing. All right, let's go ahead, receive fluids, essence transfer. All right, so now it's gonna go ahead and start collecting it. And I don't care if the cows jump up and, you know, have a little bit of dance parties over there and rave, but that should be fine. So let's go ahead, zip on over. Looks like there hasn't been any recent deletion of blocks, which is good. The random chickens that keep on popping up. I don't know how they're getting out. I still don't entirely understand how they've been escaping, but they have been escaping. I can't deny that. I can't be like, oh, it's not happening, because it is. But I don't know. I don't really understand what's going on there. All right. Go ahead and set. Oh, okay, it already sent it. So that it should be live right now, actually. Did it take? Okay, so we have to check the inventory of this guy and see if the essence actually went through. Okay, so it does have essence. It has energy, but it's doing 0 work. Which is not what we want. So what? Perhaps it needs to be exactly at 4,000. So let's go ahead and test that theory out. I'm gonna go ahead, poke a couple things in the eyeballs, make them feel really disgruntled, and then we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. But hopefully this works well. I do like that top design of that power plant. This actually, it's been growing on me. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's just something that whenever I made it at the time, it doesn't look good straight away. It's not that good. Right, but I think it's solid. I think it's a respectable looking structure. Oh, that's a hat, you little bugger! Can't even shoot you through there, little savage. It's not even on you, man. You cheating. All right, and for some bizarre reason, there's literally no other mobs here, which is kind of strange. All right, so with that, I killed one mob. That should be all it takes to push it over the edge. And yes, I do know about the Signalum crossbow in its entirety, but I am not going to worry about that yet. Not going to worry about that just yet. No, still 2 down. I need to figure out where this is. We need to figure out what we're missing. I wonder if... Okay, there's a spider in there. Get the crossbow bolts out into our inventory. Where's the spider at? Yo, spider. Oh, there you are. I see you. Crawl to me. Crawl! Maybe I just stand like over here a ways. It'll start respawning again. Please. Please respawn. I finna. Please. Ah, there we go. You see, that's what I'm talking about. All right, let's go ahead. Just go smack a couple of these bad boys into oblivion. Smack, smack, smack. Goodbye. All right, a whole bunch of dead critters later. That should be it. That should do it. We killed like 5 or so. So let me see. Let's go see what the result is. We're hoping to see a moo fluid cow. Or something. But right now I am seeing nothing. Oh, it still hasn't processed essence yet. Oh! For those of you who realize what I did wrong, don't even say it. I don't even want to hear it. We're gonna go fix it. I am dumb. I did not think that through. All right, hold on. I forgot. We never replaced the Tessie into the right location. So this guy, yeah, it has a little bit of essence. It just didn't have anything to do with the essence. All right. And then we'll just, I guess we'll just smack it right down there. And it is on send. I guess it has to be on the side. It's kind of silly. Or maybe it's considered to be full? Something is afoot. Something was afoot. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's go back in there. Maybe I have to actually tell it to do it. I assume by the name auto spawner it would automatically spawn things, but perhaps that was a hopeful dream. So okay, now we are full on essence. We have full energy, but it's still doing nothing. Why? Why is it doing nothing still? Spawn! 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 Alright, hold on. Let's go figure it out. Auto spawner. What do you have to say for yourself? Auto spawner's machine from Mineshaft Factory reloaded. Supply with power, essence of Safari Net, storing a captured mob like any other powered blah blah blah. A single slot is used to store the Safari Net mob stored in a Safari Net single use will not work in an auto spawner. While the block itself is not especially expensive or difficult to produce, it does compensate by requiring a large amount of energy per spawn. Additionally, it requires essence to run. 150 millibuckets of essence, so we have more than enough essence. Let's see here. So I don't think this will work. Perhaps it is. Is there a regular Safari Net? Like something that just says Safari Net? Safari Net launcher. These are the single use ones. I wonder. Okay, I'm going to take this out for a moment. And maybe I put it back in. No, that didn't do it either. What if I tell it to spawn an exact copy? Alright. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and move this stuff. I'm going to pick up shop and move it. I really, really hope this thing keeps its values here. Alright, so let's go ahead. Put this one over here. We do have an extra slot here. So we can put this here. I was kind of hoping we didn't have to do this, but That'll be okay. Okay, so it has energy, it has essence. I mean, this historically did work, right? I don't think I would need resistance. So we're kind of speculating at this point. I feel like it should have worked. If it was gonna work, I think it should have worked by now, which is making me highly suspicious of the whole thing. Go ahead and take a block of redstone, because redstone blocks, of course, give you a solid thing of signal. Okay, so it looks like that's a bad thing. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that it's like being crowded. What if we take away everything? There's just ground. There's just earth. There's literally just dirt around you. What more do you want from me? Our entities aren't even that high, so I don't think it's going to be an issue of we're just exceeding cap. I think we're okay. I wonder. This is not what we were hoping for. These mufloids, man, I am actually, I think I've had it up to here with the freaking stupid mufloid cows. These things do not like to play ball. Like, they're just absolutely rip. Like, actually just being the most savage thing in the world. Let's see here. Where are we going to be able to make this work? Okay, hold on. I'm going to put the kibosh on something real quick. So this was, again, it was suggested to me via some people in the comments among other places. I think it was actually also mentioned a couple of times here and there on stream. But let me just quickly open up something here. So I have to go into Sky Factory, Minecraft, config. Mine Factory reloaded. And then let's go. Alright, moment of truth. Was this did they blacklist? Aha! So, for those of you that said this was the way to go, it's blacklisted by default. And as always, we are playing Sky Factory Vanilla, right? So it's actually a blacklisted critter. I can't use mufloids, which means, however, that I should be able to do something like this. If I am to take my auto spawner, leave it right there, jail my little sheepy here. There you go. And then just like that, it's working. So it's just a matter of, unfortunately, so we've managed to disprove it. If you see anyone do this, it has nothing, you can't do mufloids, unfortunately, via the via this auto spawner, perhaps a different one. I think there is one more in Draconium Evolution, but at least in basic Minecraft, or not Minecraft, in basic Mine Factory Reloaded, it is considered to be a blacklisted thing, so you can't actually do this for mufloids, which is not to say that, you know, you can't do it with anything, because obviously you can, But when it comes to move fluid specifically, no bueno. You can't play ball with this. So that's fine. We can use this for other things, of course. Probably the most obvious of those being things like I could probably use this to get wither skeletons to spawn in the overworld, junk like that. I think wither skeletons by default share an ID with the actual regular skeletons, which is not great because obviously that means that we're going to run into issues later on down the road. But we could do it for some other things like that. I'm wondering, actually, there is one thing in particular that I would wonder about, which is I think KwehCraft stuff might be a good way to do it. In fact, I would even wonder if we can get it to happen for some other critters that are more valuable later on down the line. If I ever find anything that's like a super valuable critter to respawn, perhaps that would be a good way to go about doing things. But we'll have to brainstorm some solutions and think of those things through a little bit. But I suppose that'll be it for now. Unfortunately, one thing has been bust. Actually, you know what? Before we actually just throw in the towel, let me look up spawner. So there is the stabilized mob spawner. Draconic Core is obviously not that. Mob Soul is not going to be what we need because this is for the pig, but I would need the move fluid soul, which I don't really know how that would work. The broken spawners, and then eventually the actual working spawner from Ender.io, I don't think will work. Porto spawner, I'm assuming since it's part of Mind Factory Reloaded, it's going to be the same exact thing. A spawner regular, I don't actually know what you do. It can spawn creatures. It needs a syringe of the appropriate type, RF power, and also it needs beams of energized matter. So this is the one that required those like lasers and stuff. We didn't quite get into that just yet. Stabilized mob spawners seem to be... Yeah, we have a couple of different issues here, but unfortunately it does look like it's more or less a bust. I don't see how we can quite fix this up and make it work, which is fine. But I think we're going to have to kind of mosey around and think of other solutions for the move fluids. I don't honestly know if we can get the move fluids to spawn out there. I'm starting to even question whether or not they spawn in general in the ocean, because the more and more I think about it, the more suspicioso I feel about the whole deep ocean and critter spawn. I could have sworn that deep ocean spawned passive creatures, but not hostile, or did not spawn any passive creatures that could compete with the move fluids, which was the point of this, right? The reason why we built this in the deep ocean was because I was thinking to myself, like, oh, well, like, you won't see, like, chickens, for example, which is good, but perhaps they made it so that you can't even find what we're looking for here, which is not ideal. Now, that said, there's going to be one thing I want to do while I have you all here with me, which is I do want to look around our biome list here. And I know I could do this via the map, but I want to just kind of do a quick little spot check of certain things here and there. What we're looking for, potentially... This is ocean and deep ocean. Alright, this looks like it's a bust. So what I'm looking for potentially is I would love to find a snowy area. And the snowy area, of course, is for blizz. They look like blazes, but they're ice blazes. And these things are what drop me blizz powder, I believe. So that could be a pretty good thing. Forest, rivers, and some beaches here and there. Very long beach, this one. Holy cow. River into another beach. Sunflower Plains. Okay, so we had to go quite a ways, but we did run into a Sunflower Plains. Oh... Alright, well... I think we're in a little spot of trouble here. Obviously nothing like urgently problematic, but we could probably do with a little bit of luck if I could help it. Forest hills. Okay, if I can get a taiga biome or a snow biome, that'd be grand. Forest hills. I'm hoping the forest hills would lead me to the right direction, but I fear for the worst. Oh, we have some plains. Plains is actually pretty good. All right, I think no luck. I think we have no buenos to be had here, ladies and gents. Apparently we have to do it in the ocean, not the deep ocean. I really hope you're wrong. I really, really hope you're wrong. Because that would be bad. That would be very, very bad. Because then that would mean that I would have to create another giant platform. And I don't necessarily think I want to. But we'll see. Alright, let's see here. How can we go about doing this? Alright, let's hypothetically say that that were true. Let's say that we could potentially build in an ocean biome. I think the ocean leads to the deep ocean, right? So we could potentially just maybe build it as an offshoot to this thing. Yeah, okay, so we have ocean right here. It's pretty... Oh, wow, look at that. This one goes river straight into deep ocean. That's brutal, man. We had a very weird spawn. There is an ocean here. So we could technically pull it off. Wow, we built in a very strange area. This is a very weird, weird thing. Alright, well... Either way, unfortunately this is not going to... I think this is a bust. I think what we're going to have to do is... We're going to start focusing our efforts on draconic evolution. I think that will be the way to go. I think that will save us a lot of heartache, a lot of hardship. So we're going to have to go ahead and work towards that as a goal. But regardless, having this now in our little, like, thing, our little... How dare you? Having this in our little bag of tricks is not a bad thing. It actually is really helpful. So with all this in place, I think we're actually in a lot better shape than we used to be. Because the one thing that's coming to my head for what we could end up using that for, one thing that is, of course, really quick to just kind of occur to me in my... Wait. Nobody move. If I am right about this, this could turn into the most banterous moments of my entire life. Essence. Power. Get my Safari net. Guys, if this works, I don't know if it ends up becoming something that we could end up using to our advantage, but it would be banter. Like, it would just be straight banter. What have I done? And why is it so amazing? I am the king of dragons! The king of dragons, I say! My golly! I can't believe that works! Move. And they don't even take out the essence per spawn. Oh, we have 5 right now? Six? Alright, let's go get some fish. We have so many of them. Oh, this is grand. I love this. I love this, mate. Alright, and then let's go ahead, get some fishies. Fishies from the deep blue sea. I don't even remember. At Pam? Question mark? Pam? Nope. Sort by mod. What were the Where are my fishies? I need to find the fishies. Blah 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 blah. RF tools, open blocks. Should have been here-ish. Where are my FUD? I need the FUDs. Ah, there you are. Alright, turtle, tuna, snapper, snail. Let's go ahead and store some of this stuff into there. Some feathers. Well, I don't know why I have one paper. Put that into there as well. Store the other crossbow bolts, some of the rubber stuff. Minicio essence, sure. And the glass as well. Alright. Then where were we at? We have more fish, more fish, more fish. That's mutton. One was not like the others. Alright, let's go ahead and get these fish over. Can I feed you turtles? Whoopee! 5-month resub Hyperinos. Can I feed you this? No. Can I feed you... Can I... Oh! My options are to have a turtle or to cook said turtle. I can't do anything else with... Oh, the turtles. Alright. Good to know. This apparently turns to a slime ball? Oh, they all turn into different things. Oh, that's strange. I don't know if I like that. Alright. This turns into a fishy. This will also turn into a fishy. This will turn into a fish because snails are fish. Octopus are fish. Fish are fish. I know that last one was a real curveball, guys, but, you know, I got a deal, man. So, can I, like, interest you? Oh. Okay, so we have one more... We have one more dragon. Guys, move! There's so many of you! Okay. Can we spawn an exact copy? Can we get another Aether? Up in here? I can't tell what's happening right now. Guys. Guys. Alright, it's out of essence. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go and get some more essence for our fam jams. Oh, look! The one that we tamed, it's like, Dad, no! I'll protect you. Oh, wow. It like, actually tried to protect me, though. Yo, y'all thought, you know, freaking the Game of Thrones be won by anyone with 3 dragons? Nah, man. She should have just made an auto spawner at the safari net. Then she would have won all the thrones. Oh, you see, our son is coming back for us. This is so ridiculous. This is actually great. I have an army of dragons. How weird is that? All right, let's go ahead, go down, and let's just go ahead wreck some of these guys right here. 1 to haste, I'll take it. And then just boop 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 boop. Delete, 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 delete all the bad things that want to kill me. But instead I'm farming them. Who's the monster now? Alright, bang, bang, bang. Everyone is more or less gone. Question is, did I get another Aether? I did! Oh, we're spawning all kinds of Aether dragons up here! I want another one. Another one. Another one. I don't think there's enough room. Oh, and they're spawning with saddles on their backs. Oh! Well, that's good. They're spawning... I could spawn... Oh, I bet you I could dupe... Not that I should be aspiring to do this or anything, but I think I could probably get the horses to spawn. If they keep the actual added inventory... Okay, we need to stop this. We need to stop this madness right now. I have so many dragons! I have so many! I am the king of dragons! Oh my god! You wouldn't even believe! You would not believe how many dragons! Oh. All right, sit. Come here. Come here. We're gonna change our power plant into a. Oops, sorry. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Chill. My lovely children all freaking out like, Dad. All right, come here. Come here, guys. Let's spread you all out. All right, you guys can just chillax right there. Let's split you up a little bit. I don't want you guys right next to each other. There you go. There we are. And then I'm assuming. Can I tell you to sit? Do you guys get me? No, because you aren't mine. You aren't technically my dragons yet. We're gonna have to set up a fisher or something. So there is an actual better fisher. I know some people were kind of like freaking out over that last time. They're like, "Why did you use the crappy fisher? Like, why did you use like a little fishing trap? Why don't you just use like a proper thing?" And I get that, but you know, at the end of the day, guys, let's be honest. How many fish could I realistically need until this point? Now that we have an army of dragons, perhaps it will be more practical. But from where I stood originally, there was no need for that many fish. Now for my growing family of dragons, perhaps I do. Oh my. No, children, it's fine. I know you get really scared whenever I start descending, but I promise I'm okay. Wait, where'd the other one go? Oh. He's just sitting. I'm falling. Come to me, my children. I would have died. I hope you all feel guilty about this. They literally just go wherever they want. They're everywhere. I love it. I'm just gonna let them follow me around. Every single time I start descending from flight, they're gonna freak out and be like, "Ah, no!" Look, they're freaking out right now. Oh, don't you pretend like you weren't freaking out. Watch. See? And then I land on solid ground. They're like, "Oh, okay. He's just being an idiot again. All right." This is great. This is probably one of the best things of all time. All right. And here's Skidoodles. That is going to be it for this episode. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, consider leaving a like rating down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, my Lord. Dragons everywhere. You're so adorable. Look at all of the Aethers, Aether. Aether, actually. Poor Aether, just stuck in a safari net. Here, Aether. We're okay. They're good. We cloned you. I hope you don't mind. I have so many dragons. Hold on. What does this say? If I go up to these dragons, I'm assuming that they're just going to be like, LOL, we're not tamed. We're untamable, bro. Yeah, they don't even have like an indicator yet. But this one says owner's Choco the Chocobo because, of course, we did tame this one. So if we get more fish, we can tame the rest of these guys. So we just have a bunch of technically wild dragons up there. They're okay. Hey, children. Hey, how's it going, dudes? How's it going, dudes? All right, let's go fly over. I need to make a dragon's nest or something. I'm going to have to make like a small little thing for the dragons at some point. We're going to have to do that at some point down the line. All right. And Skidoodles, take care, everyone. Have a wonderful, safe day. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.